Blessed day, guys, and peace be upon you this morning. So in this video, we're going to learn how to configure DHCP version 6 server. Okay, so this server here, this dedicated DHCP server here, is going to act as our DHCP version 6 server to allocate IPv6 addresses to these computers dynamically. So before we go deep, I'll open a Google spreadsheet. I'll let you know that today is number 16, part 1. Okay, so in this first part of the video, we're going to do DHCP version 6 server using dedicated DHCP server device, the server here, okay? Alright, so that in the next part of the video, we're going to do with the router, DHCP version 6 using a Cisco router, okay? Alright, so without any further ado, I'll begin the configuration. Unfortunately, today I didn't prepare config guides because it's just a simple configuration that doesn't need too much of config guides. Okay, all right. So the first step is always to allocate IP address on the DHCP server here. Okay, it's just a simple topology. We're going to use this network here. Okay, then LAN A, you can see IPv6 to be through DHCP version 6. Okay, all right. So just go to this. I just go to this server here and we assign it IP address. Okay, all right. So we assign this interface IP address. Okay, so this IP address, we're going to use this IP address. I just copy it, and we just make sure just come to a P configuration. And then under DHCP, under IPv6, just include that IP address. That was a network. Then let's give it IP address of .10. Okay. All right. Then it was 64. Then I want this to be the DNS server also. Okay. All right. Then DHCP default gateway, although it's not here, but let's assume default gateway is like that one .1. Okay. All right, so basically I have assigned IPv6 address on this server here. It's just simple configuration this way. So it takes :10/64. Then the DNS server, I want it to be the same as the IP address. Okay, but the default gateway, although it's not there, but I've just configured it, okay, because we don't have a router or any other device that will enable default gateway. Okay, so the second step is to create DHCP version 6 pools. So we just go to DHCP server here, we come to services, then we come to DHCP version 6. Remember, in the previous videos we've been doing for DHCP, which is DHCP version IPv4. Okay, now this is for IPv6. To do for IPv6, what we do first is to turn on the service. Remember, we need to turn on DHCP version 6 service. Okay, then the next thing is to create the pools, the way we used to do in DHCP version 4 for IPv4 addresses. So just click create pool and let's name it LAN A -pool. Okay, then DNS, you can remember the DNS was the IP address of the DHCP server still. Okay, that way ::10. Okay, then domain name, we have to specify the domain name. So let's say gtech.com. okay, and just click save. All right, so we've created a pool called LAN1, and the DNS server of that pool is this one, which is the IP address of the DHCP server. Then the domain name is gtech.com. Now let's create address space or IPv6 address prefix. So just come here and just click create, and now here you write the network. The network was that one. Okay, and /64. Okay, so let's say we want it to start from let's say from 11, that way. Okay, then valid lifetime let's say we just want it to be 100, preferred just 10,000, then preferred lifetime also 10,000. Okay, then you click save. That's all. That's all about DHCP version 6 server configuration. So when you go back to these computers and you click on DHCP desktop, you come to IP configuration and you turn this to automatic. You see what's happening? They are getting IP addresses from the DHCP server here above. So you can go here again, come desktop, click IP configuration and do that. Oh, sorry, this is you come to under IPv6. You see, they've been assigned IP addresses automatically because this is the DHCP server, DHCP version 6 server. Right? So basically it's very simple. Very simple. The first step, assign the IP address, specify default router, although it's not there in this scenario, and the DNS server. Then come under services, come to DHCP version 6. The first thing, create a pool and give it a DNS server and the domain name. Then come here and create IPv6 address space. Okay. Alright, pretty much simple, and that's all about this video. So if I can just go here and come to desktop, IP configuration, and copy this IP address and try to ping it from our PC. You can see it's pinging successfully. Alright, so basically I believe this video has really helped you know how to configure DHCP version 6 dedicated server to allocate IPv6 addresses to computers dynamically. Thank you so much, and when we meet next, let's do for DHCP version 6 server using a Cisco router. So thank you so much, bye, and see you again in the next class.